Question number 5. Question number 5 shows the human heart. This is the structure of the human heart. The human heart consists of two parts. One is the left side of the heart, which is related to the oxygenated blood, whereas the right side of the heart is related to deoxygenated blood. The heart consists of left ventricle, left atrium, pulmonary vein, and aorta, which is carrying the oxygenated blood to the body. Whereas the blue area of the heart is showing the right ventricle, right atrium, deoxygenated blood is coming from the body, and this is pulmonary artery taking the deoxygenated blood towards the lungs. Let's see the first part of the question. 5.1 is an AO2 question, and this question is from the heart and blood vessels. Which blood vessel transports blood with the highest oxygen concentration into the heart? So the question is, among these four, A, B, C, D, which chamber or which artery or which vein is responsible to bringing the oxygenated blood into the heart? If you see here, the blood is entering into the heart. That is, pulmonary vein is the vein which is carrying the oxygenated blood from the lungs into the heart. So it is number D. Five point two is an AO2 question, and this question is again from the same topic, the heart and blood vessels. Blood pressure is a measure of the force of the blood against the walls of the blood vessels. Which blood vessels transport blood at the highest pressure? Mean which will pump out the blood at the high pressure. If you look here, we have A, B, C, and D. When the blood is pumped from the left ventricle into the aorta, the blood has a high pressure because the blood is going to the rest of the part of the body. Therefore, the blood in this vessel has the highest blood pressure. So our answer is number C. 5.3 is an AO1 question. What is the correct order for the blood flowing through the heart to the lungs? So it means that we have to see from our figure number 5 which vessel is taking the blood to the lungs. We see here the blood is coming from here through the pulmonary artery, it is going towards the lungs. Whereas aorta is responsible to carry the blood to the rest of the part of the body. So order is the right atrium, the right ventricle, and towards the pulmonary artery. So this is the correct option. Every year, thousands of people in the United Kingdom have heart attacks. A heart attack is caused when the heart muscle cells do not get enough oxygen, causing the cells to die. 5.4 is an EO3 question. Statins and stents are two treatments used to reduce the risk of someone having the heart attack. Evaluate the use of statins compared with the use of stents to reduce the risk of the heart attack. This question is from coronary heart diseases, and student must have the information what are statins and what are stents. Statins are actually the drugs which are used by the people to minimize or lower down the level of cholesterol in the body. High cholesterol level can increase the fats in the arteries, which can lead towards the heart attack. whereas stents are the small tubes which are injected in the arteries to open the arteries for the blood flow. Here are the advantages of given, and we can compare the advantages of each other. The statins and stents. Statins are easy to use. Statins can help to reduce the cholesterol level in the body, which reduces the risk of heart attack or the stroke by minimizing the level of cholesterol in the body. Statins slow down the build-up of the fats in the arteries. Now we are going to see the advantages of the stents. Stents helps to open the blocked arteries. They help the flow of the blood through the heart muscles easily, and it increase the flow of the blood. Statins remain in their places for longer time. Now we are going to compare the disadvantages of both of them. Statins are the drug, and drugs will need to be taken for a longer time on regular basis. Statins take the time to show its effect. Statins might have the effects like muscle pain or kidney failure. If the people forget to take the statins, the level of cholesterol will start increasing in the body. Now we are going to see for the stents. As surgery is required for stents in the artery, therefore there is a chance of the heart attack due to the bleeding. Blood can clot in the artery near the stents, and it can block the arteries again. There are risks of infection from the surgery. So from this question we saw there are advantages and disadvantages of statins and stents. The student needs to write the three advantages by comparing and three disadvantages for comparing statins with the stents. They shouldn't write only about the statins or stents only. Otherwise, they will unable to score 6 marks. 5.5 is an AO2 question, and this question is from blood vessels, coronary heart diseases, and respiration. Many people who survive a heart attack get out of breath easily when they do exercise gently. Explain why heart attack survivors get out of breath easily. Due to the heart attack, their heart muscles get weaker, so they are unable to perform well and they are unable to take the proper oxygen for respiration. If they take less oxygen, so they will produce less energy for heart cells or tissues. Therefore, the person who had heart attack will get out of the breath easily during the light exercise. Let's see the modern answer. The modern answer is the heart muscles get weak after heart attack. Therefore, heart is unable to pump the blood properly throughout the body. The body will get less blood from the heart. The body will get less oxygen for respiration. Less oxygen means less energy supply is there. Therefore, breathing rate will increase to supply for more oxygen to the body. Scientists have developed patches of beating heart cells to repair damaged heart tissues. The patches are placed onto the area of the heart where the cells have died. New cells grow to replace the dead cells. The patches are made by using the man's own cells. They are converted into stem cells. 5.6 explain why stem cells are used to make the patches. It is a combination of A1, A2 question, and this question is from coronary heart diseases and stem cells. Now the questions come here, why the stem cells are used. Stem cells are actually undifferentiated or unspecialized cells, so they can develop into any kind of the cell there. They can develop into the muscles, they can develop into the heart cells, therefore the stem cells are used. So these patches are used from the person's own cells and they are converted into the stem cells. The advantage is they can convert into any kind of the cell in the body. Let's see the model answer. The model answer is stem cells are undifferentiated cells, mean unspecialized cells which can become any type of the cell that is needed. Therefore, these cells can be developed into heart cells or the muscles. 5.7 is an AO3 question. The scientist could have used human embryonic stem cells to make the patches. Give two advantages of using stem cells made from the person's own cells rather than using embryonic stem cells. We have seen from the previous question that the patches are made from the person's own cells instead of taking from embryonic stem cells. The advantage of doing this thing is these new stem cells are not rejected by own body. The reason is these cells are taken from the person's own body. So these patches are not affected by human immune system. The second thing is there is no point to destroy the human life, means the human embryo. On the other hand, an adult person or adult human can give consent whereas an embryo cannot do that. Let's see the model answer. Stem cells are not rejected by own body because the patches are made from the person's own cells. There is no point to destroy the human life, means to damage a human embryo. Whereas an adult human can give consent but an embryo cannot.